What up?
Nothing much.
What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Why is he quiet? Can we turn him up? I can barely hear him.
Really?
Yeah. It's not just me, right? He seems kind of quiet. This is all.
Hello? Is that good?
All right.
Okay.
You have a very soft and gentle voice.
I guess I'm just being quiet.
Okay, that's cool. What up?
Nothing much.
Dropped what? 2 games today?
Probably, I think like 3, because I lost the random match there, and then I
I
lost
don't care. That didn't happen. It's not really.
Mind, the Pac-Man player, game to him.
He's sick.
And I lost a game to Rylist.
Oh, okay. All right. Not actually pretty rough bracket coming in though.
Yeah, they were all game 1s too.
And then you just adapted and you're like, oh wait, I know how to play this game. Never mind.
Yeah, I dropped it was funny because the first game against A-Mike was super close, or Amike.
Yeah.
And it was last hit, last stock, and then I 2-stocked him 3 games in a row. I think he actually took a game, actually. So, yeah.
Good shit to him. Good shit to Miki. Good shit to SA.
Yeah.
Going on the run in losers had everybody shook.
Yeah.
I mean,
I played against him in friendlies, and he seemed all right. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Hey.
I don't know. No one expected him to go as far as he did.
Yeah.
He's been coming here for a couple weeks. It's definitely his best placement ever. So
Yeah,
shout out
that's
to him.
good.
Shout out to Mind with Pac-Man getting 3rd.
Yeah.
Also sick.
Yeah, when I played against him, I was like, he's doing really good today.
How are
you
you?
can usually tell. What?
So why Bayo? Talk to me about
Why
Bayo.
Bayo?
So those who don't know, he's normally a DK main.
Yeah, I picked up Bayo because I played her behind like tournaments and everything like that for a long time, just for fun. I played her for like I've been playing her for about 5-6 months now, I think, like on and off. But now I've been playing her like constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So like for the last month, I've been playing like mainly just Bayo. The last 2 months.
You're like, wow, top tiers feel good.
Yeah,
This feels great.
Yeah, it is great. But the
I don't
thing
have
is,
to work nearly as hard.
the thing is, it's like I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I really need coverage for characters like that I just struggle with personally, like Cloud and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, Bayo is good against Cloud, Fox, all these characters I struggle with. And then I have Mewtwo for Rosa. So whenever somebody just plays Rosa, I play Mewtwo, because most Rosas can only play Rosa, to be honest with you. And so I just play Mewtwo for that, which is fine. Because Mewtwo was going to be my original secondary, but then I ended up picking up Bayo, because I like her more. So
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I use her for a ton of matchups. There's only a few matchups that I don't really like with both characters, but I can still make it work. It's not a big deal. I just don't like them that much. And then Bayo just, like characters like Pac-Man and Duck Hunt, for instance, that DK can struggle against, Bayo just...
Shit's on, dude.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
fucking
it's
the
bad.
creamiest dump on their chests.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's rough to watch, but like,
Yeah,
don't play Pac-Man.
It's bad, yeah.
Don't.
I was playing against him, and I was like, he's doing good, and then I kind of just cheesed him. And I was like, this is dumb. It was so... I had a really good edge guard. I killed him at like 10 because I actually edge guarded him, like, because I forwarded the pellet, and then I went down and took his last up B, so he was dead. And I was like, oh, that was good. I killed him at like 10 because of that, but I actually edge guarded him. 3rd stock, he goes off stage, goes down, tries to side B. My up B bullets hit his side B, and I'm like, oh.
No.
Yeah, I actually
Not
felt
like
that. I was
this.
like, no, that shouldn't have happened.
It's life, dog. That's
I didn't even know that could happen until it did, and I was like, that's broken.
All right, this is messed up. Yeah, you're learning and more how broken your character
Yeah.
actually is. Like, oh, this is even better than I thought.
No, I that's the thing. When I picked up Bayo, I was like, I either think she's the best in the game or the second best in the game. And playing a character like her that I don't think loses any matchups, and there's a few that are like really close. Like I think Luigi's hard. I think Mario's hard. I think Pikachu could be a losing matchup.
So why is Bayo not winning tournaments then? Walk me through that. 'Cause we talked earlier off stream about how like I always say if your character's not winning tournaments, it's a bad character.
Yeah,
period.
so
I have to walk that back. I think if you're not like top 4 in a tournament, because like the better player can sometimes lose. I'll take that. And like, or if the clearly better player, like if Zero entered, a tournament with like, I don't know, a character who hasn't won a major, like if he started playing Mario all of a sudden, nobody would be surprised if he won.
Yeah.
So I have to run that back. But there's a certain cutoff point where if your character isn't getting certain results, you can't call your character good. Bayo is obviously a good character.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and try to argue that she's not.
Like Captain Zack getting 4th at Genesis was huge.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so he got top 4 at Genesis. I think the main reason why Bayo doesn't like win anything, like the last time Bayo won was Pink Fresh at 2GG Katar Saga. He won that, and I was like, it was Mars versus him in Grand Finals. That was actually a super hype tournament. That was awesome. Mars and Pink and
Yeah, right. Grand Finals. Yeah. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's quarters at a regional. That's not.
Yeah, it's great. It was great. And then, so he won that, which wasn't considered a national; it's considered a tier 2 event. And then, Captain Zack getting 4th at Genesis was huge. And Salem, I think, won something. He did win something, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know in my head if he did.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything.
I'm forgetting it. And I think he definitely won something. I forget what it was. But it had a ton of good players there. He beat Zero twice. So it was super amazing. Like, and the main player holding Bayo players back is like Zero, and Salem's the only one that can usually beat him. So
are Bayos on the come up? Like
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Because you have Captain Zach, who I think knows the characters the best, and you have Salem, who plays the most patient with her and abuses her tools the most. And then, so Captain Zach uses the most. I think Salem plays the most patient and abuses what she has. And then you have players like Pink Fresh, who are okay, but he's been kind of falling off recently. And then you have, I think you have Salem, Captain Zach, Pink Fresh. I know I'm forgetting some. Oh, you have QB from Japan. He's really good. He hasn't been doing too great because he hasn't been traveling, but he's pretty good. And then you have a bunch of other ones. Like, there's just a ton of Bayos, to be honest with you. You have Saj and all those other, like lower tier Bayos, but they're all really good. Yeah,
Bayo in your own state?
Yeah.
I was waiting to say he's going to say Chavo.
No.
Give him a minute. No.
I was mentioning all the top Bayos, but Chavo's good. Chavo's good.
No. So mean. So mean. Leave the kid alone.
He's like 30-something.
Or something. Chavo, he watches these. He's going to see this.
Yeah, no. I love Chavo.
He's going to call you out.
You know how many money matches we've done? I think me and Chavo have at least done like 50.
Jesus.
Like 50, yeah.
Why?
We played so much.
That's so much.
Yeah.
That's so unnecessary.
I think I've lost 2.
Ooh, 48.
Which is the last 2. No, I won the most recent one because I picked Mario. I'm not sure exactly how many, but we played a ton is the point.
There's been a lot of money exchanged.
Yeah, I've lost 2.
Or rather, you take a lot of his money.
Yeah, I've lost like 2. And then it's always a joke every time we talk. But other than recently when we played at Guts, we played a money match at Guts, 2 money matches. And I lost with DK in 2 money matches in a row. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So then I'm like,
we're falling apart, kids.
And then I'm like, I don't like this matchup, so I'm gonna play Mario for it from now on. So I picked up. I play a really wide variety of characters now because I play Mario for Bayo, I play Mewtwo for Rosa, I play Bayonetta for every character that I don't like with DK, and I play DK for all the characters that I'm comfortable with and I think are okay to play.
That young quad main.
Yeah. So I played against Light, for instance, Fox, who's like considered a terrible matchup for DK, right? It was only a best 3-3, but we played an Invasion last month. And both matches were super, super close, but it was DK versus Fox. And the reason I did that is because Light even told me after the set that he watches me a ton, which he said, he told me, he's like, you might not know this, but I watch you a ton. And I'm like, oh, really? Well, the point is behind that is he doesn't have any DK practice. So if he doesn't watch me,
he has no idea.
He doesn't know what to do.
Right.
But since he watches me, he knows what he's doing. But it was 2 super close games, and I was like, okay. So I told him after the set because my opinion before that tournament had changed to Fox being like terrible to Fox being okay. Like Fox being like 70-30 to 60-40.
Right.
So I think it's a 60-40 now, and I don't think it's that bad. And that set with Light convinced me even more. But I'm still going to use Bayo for that matchup.
Okay.
Like, there's this guy I play against from CT. His name's Hawk. I'm not sure if you know who he is, but he doesn't go to much, and he tries to, but he's a Fox player. And he would always beat me. Like, it's funny because nobody really knows who he is, and I'm like the only PR win he would ever get. But he beat me like 3 times before that or something like that. And he plays Fox, and I could never get the matchup. He pretty much countered my playstyle with DK. So I've been picking up Bayo recently. So at the last tournament, I think it was it last Saturday? The Saturday before that, where our Rusty Rumble or whatever had like 9 entrants because Genesis. But
yeah, that was not last week, but the week. Oh no, just was last week.
Yeah. So Genesis was going on. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't really count how many people come, but I had to play against him in losers finals because Pelka win. I lost to Pelka, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It was still a good tournament.
Yeah.
And then, so I played against Hawk. I lose first game because I lost in winners to him with DK. I only played DK. And then I was playing Luigi to see how I would do with Luigi because I know some people don't like that matchup with Fox. And I wasn't sure if like a personal matchup. So I lost game 1 with Luigi, and then I went Bayo for the rest of the set. I took a game, he took a game, I took a game, and then I won the last game barely. So it was back and forth over and over. It was super fun. And I told him, I was like, he has a ton of Bayo experience. So the one time I tried Bayo against him when I first started playing her a long time ago, I did awful. I got like 2 stock. And then I played it now, and I did really good.
Damn.
I think it's
why?
True.
He's so mad. He actually did way worse than I thought. What happened?
What?
What happened to your boy? I already paid for it.
Oh,
grab
him?
one.
Him?
Yeah, clipboard.
He lost to Pac-Man.
Rip.
Yeah.
Rip.
He has no clue what to do.
And I thought he was going to make the run to losers, and then I was like, wait, it's over? That's it?
Yeah, Pac-Man's weird.
Pac-Man's some weird shit.
Pac-Man's hard.
Do you want to talk about Genesis?
What about Genesis?
Do you have interest in discussing it at all?
Genesis was interesting, yeah.
So you went?
Yeah.
I
didn't go to Genesis, no.
No, Clipboards went, you didn't go.
Yeah,
okay.
Clipboards
All right.
Genesis was interesting to watch.
Yes.
I heard a lot of bad things from him.
Yes,
though.
I hear
like
on
50
the
setups, terrible.
for a 1,000-man tournament. Not
50
great.
setups. Well, 0.9, I kind of just laughed at it because it wasn't that huge of a deal. I think people overcompensate, like overreacted to that.
I was like, Smash is overreact to everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And I was thinking, I was like, I get it was 0.9. and I get some moves sort of killed for each player.
Yeah.
And it affected one more. It could have affected one more than the other. But what I thought of it as is I was like, they both played with that rule.
Yeah, and they both walked away from it. That's why, like, the ruling that they made, I wouldn't have done that ruling, but I understand why it was made.
And you had all the people complaining like, oh, they should have replayed the whole set. And I'm like, well, if they replay the whole set, right, you have an issue where Severan's Captain Zack won that set. They replay the whole set. Captain Zack loses the set because he lost momentum from stopping.
Yep. Or like the other player wins because he learned something that he didn't have going into set. Yeah. There's no way to cleanly fix that. There's just nothing.
Which is why I think playing the last game isn't a bad idea. But I think they should have just left it as it was, and it would have left Como in a better state of mind than just saying, "Oh yeah, let's play again and let me kick your ass." Just to, you know.
and then get bodied.
Yeah, Como was not. Como wanted the rules to be right at the beginning.
Yeah,
and I think,
and you can't do anything about that.
Yeah, and he was super stressed out about it, and he actually was like went on a tear of like emotions.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting, and like Captain Zack is kind of an asshole.
He's a kid. He's a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole. I talked to him on. I think it was so funny because my brother posted a matchup chart on Twitter, and he said something. His choice of words is so weird.
He's a 15-year-old kid. Anytime he says anything, I'm just like, oh, he's a kid. That's right.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like the way he talks is so weird. The way he acts is so weird, and I'm like, this kid's a character.
He is a character. I'll give you that.
I'm like, I'm glad he did good at Genesis because he's a character, but I like hate this guy. That's the thing. I was like, I hate this guy. Like, I don't know if I hate him because I never actually talked to him in person, but he was being a total asshole to me.
That's what the internet will do to people.
Yeah.
It'll make someone seem like X when they're actually Y.
Yeah, and I just took it as a thing like, because I talked to Maddie, obviously Maddie G, and him and Captain Zack talk. So I'm like, I was talking to Maddie about him being an asshole and everything, and Maddie's like, that's just how he is. And I was like, no, I figured that, but I just didn't want him being an asshole to my brother because I don't like when people are assholes to my family members and stuff like that. So I said something to him, and I was like, because my brother's not as known as me, so it was kind of an argument of like, oh, you should know who I am, but he didn't. But it wasn't the point. It was like one of those situations where it was like super dumb, and I was like, really? I was like, you're really gonna do this? You tried playing the popular card on me. I was like, no. No.
Trust me, as a TR, I get people playing the popular card on me all the time.
I was like,
all the time.
I was like, I don't care. I was like, I don't care if you're considered good.
Yeah, I literally don't care who you are. You're just a body to me. I don't know if you've noticed this, but like I try my best not to ever cater to like any one particular group. Yeah. And like so a lot of people be like, but we're top players. I'm like, oh, you can drink the same bleach that everyone else is drinking because I don't care.
I don't know, the way I think about it is it's like I get there should be some top player privilege because if you get rid of those, it's kind of shitty, but if you get rid of those top players, then you don't have less attendance overall, which is kind of shitty, right?
Well, here's the thing I think about it. If you're not going to come to a tournament because top players aren't in it, I didn't want you here in the first place.
Yes. No, I get that.
I want people who want to play this game, period.
What I'm trying to say is you look at I'm not talking about the tournament this, but like a national level tournament. Like a huge level tournament. So if you don't fly out those top players, right, or you don't like, not that everyone's fly out, but if these top players don't go because they have like beef with you or something, you don't want that, is what I'm trying to say. It's like if you don't get a top player to go, is like it's kind of rough because then it lowers your attendance.
I think it depends on why they're not going to.
Yeah, well, of course. But what I'm trying to say is like if it's just like a little thing,
If you can make an adjustment to your event for a top player that does not negatively impact the other players going, then go for it. Absolutely do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I like the whole situation of like. So say for instance, at Shine where they had that back room, right? And everyone had that discussion with the back room. And at the last day, only people in like top 16 or top 8 could go back there. Right. For the rest of the days, everybody could go back there, and that wasn't like fully talked about. Everybody could go back there.
I mean, so for the record, as Shine staff, the rule was you were only allowed to be back there if you were staff, or if you were next on stream.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, everybody could go back there. Like, nobody had an issue.
Right. Yeah,
like,
it was cool.
It was fine. And then, because they were lenient about it. And then the last day came where, like, top 8 players wanted to practice. Right. And that's fine.
That's fine.
That's what I thought. I was like, I tried walking back there to say hi to it. Like, I was just trying to talk to Pug. And I kind of got stopped, and they were like, oh, you can't go back there. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of just laughed about it, because every one of my friends, they were like, I just can't let you back there because they're going to say something. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't really care. And then it was just stupid. And I was like, okay. That's fine.
I just love how it got made into this big deal. Like, I came home from Shine. And
it made Shine a bigger event.
And then, and I came home on Tuesday, and everyone just, like, talking. I was like, wait, is this really a discussion? Like, there was no VIP room, guys. I was there. Yeah. Like, as a VIP, nothing happened back there. It was just a room.
It was pretty funny.
What can you do? People are gonna bitch.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then everyone was overreacting. I was like, no, nothing happened. I felt like literally making a huge tweet, but since my Twitter's not big, it wouldn't have gone anywhere. But I felt like
didn't even say anything. I was just like,
I felt like saying something like, it wasn't even a VIP room.
Yeah.
It wasn't. If you were good enough to get to top 8, you were there.
Yeah.
Like,
it was just a warm room.
It's not a VIP room.
It's so that I don't have to hunt down players.
It was pretty cool, though.
Chime was sick.
And they communicated with the pools for TO pools. They said, if you have a winner's finals match, send them to the back room and ask if you're on stream.
Yep.
Which is cool. It worked. It worked. And
no, Shine was sick.
I remember, I'll never forget, because I went back there and I had to play against this random Mario player round 2 of pools. I just camped Lilat platform as DK. It was so funny.
Do you want to talk about the rule set, speaking of Lilat? Do you want to do that? Do you have opinions that you want to share with people?
I like the new rule set better. The only thing I don't like about the new rule set is the Battlefield Dreamland.
Yeah, it's dumb. I agree.
I don't like that.
I like the new rule set.
But I like it more.
Yeah.
I like it more. I don't care about it so much because as a DK and a Bayo player, I will always get Town or Dreamland. There's no DSR, and you can only ban one.
Yep.
So I can always get my busted state.
I'll tell you something that I've never told anybody else ever.
What?
We'll be switching to that rule set next week.
Really? That's good.
In its entirety.
That's good. I feel like it's a good thing for everybody to try to switch to it.
Yep.
You're going to do 2 stocks?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it took you a couple seconds like, oh, wait. Yeah, no, I'm switching as of next week. I have always maintained that I will still always maintain that I think 3-stock is the superior format.
Yeah.
But unnecessarily dividing the community hurts everybody in the long run.
Yeah. And I think...
So I have to let that baby go.
Yeah,
so.
I agree with you. I do like 3-stock. I think it creates a more consistent, like, when I was playing today, right, like, I'm not going to say that, like, oh, I'm definitely better than the players I'm playing against, but it creates a situation of, I'm playing Bayo against matchups I don't know too well.
Right.
And in a 3-stock situation, it creates, like, I don't know, it creates a thing where I have more time to adapt to the player.
I agree, yep.
And the better player usually wins in that situation.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when the better players come here, they still win.
Yeah.
Because it's not that volatile. It's like the better player's just going to win, period. And more stocks allows for that.
I think 3-stocks is cool. I love 3-stocks. It's just in a meta where the only thing I didn't like was when, like...
Sorry, don't do that.
When they did Europe 3-stocks all the time. They still do it,
They
right?
still do.
Yeah. And they have duck hunt legal, right? Mm-hmm. And it creates a situation where you have a player that's playing... Well, let's say they're playing something like Bayo, where they can just camp that top tree all day. Or like somebody like DK, you know, we can abuse it. Against a character that can't really punish you for being out there, like Little Mac, or characters like that don't have foxes up there, or clouds up there. So you can't really get to them. So you're sitting there thinking like, oh man, I can't do anything. And it's a 3-stock format, so they hit you for 20%, and they're dealing with 8 minutes of just sitting in the tree and like
chilling.
I have nothing wrong with camping because it's a strategy.
Right, it's a valid strategy.
But
the game allows you to do it.
Yeah, but the point is behind like I don't know, the whole stage list switch is because Evo Sunday. So I forgot.
You think that's why?
Yeah, I think that's why.
I totally don't think that's why, but I want to hear this.
I think they got...
You're the first person I've ever heard say this. This is very
interesting. I think they banned Duck Hunt because they didn't want to promote campy play on Evo Sunday. Because if somebody... I'm going to say this right now. If somebody literally just camped the tree on Sunday for a top 8 match, or best out of 5, nobody would watch that.
Agreed. So here...
And there was actually discussion on Twitter about that.
My thinking is, like, there's no way that this, like, the new rule set got announced 2 days after we got the Evo lineup. Yeah. There's no way they did that all in 2 days. That's my thinking.
I don't think they did it all in 2 days. I think it went into the stage list. I think they did, like, a lot of the rule set. I think they went through all the rule set, and I think the stage list was one of the last things.
Unless you could argue that they've known for Bear's probably known for a while that.
Yeah, that's true too. Like I'm thinking.
Actually, he said on Twitter he didn't know it was going to be on Sunday. He said he didn't know it was going to be on Sunday. But who knows if he's telling the truth now?
You know. Well, either way, even 2 days gives you enough time if you actually sit down and think about it. Be like, okay, because one day Twitter blows up. Like Twitter will blow up. I thought like 5 different people tweet about it saying, if I see somebody camp on the tree on Duck Hunt for 6 minutes doing absolutely nothing and wins the match because of that, I do not want to see that on Evo Sunday. And they were like, oh, it's so dumb.
It is dumb.
Like, camping's fine. I already said it. It's a strategy. But
it just sucks to watch.
When it's main day on Sunday and we're replacing the other Smash game that was there, and like a lot of people think Melee is better to watch, but it depends on obviously the person.
So I'll say it's like Melee is probably my favorite game in the franchise.
Yeah.
And I'm super happy it got moved to Saturday. I think it's better for everybody that it got moved to Saturday.
I think and another thing is I think moving Smash 4 to Sunday, doesn't Nintendo sponsor Evo?
Yes.
Yeah.
who knows what? I mean, Nintendo also sponsored Genesis, and we know they didn't give us setups
Yeah.
because they only had
Yeah.
So I don't know what Nintendo does when they sponsor a tournament. As a TO, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have worked
I
at
think they
tournaments.
might pay.
For what? Where does that money go?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, does it help
That's what I'm saying.
us? Like, as a TO who has worked at a Nintendo sponsored tournament, oh shit. Okay, so Guilty Gear is supposed to start at 7 and it's 7:05, so I probably should go.
We can end it.
Yeah.
Well,
This was fun.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week, maybe.
Maybe. It depends. Yeah. Well, Invasion Saturday, so I might be here. And I usually don't go to like more than one event, so on the weekend anyway, so I might be here.
I might go to Invasion.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Good talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
We'll be back in